But it's one thing to be hyped up. It's another thing to be hyped up and then live up to it and get to that point. Like, for example,
he shouldn't have been number one, but I digress. But he was. He should have been 2.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I think Caleb Williams has more raw ability than Jayden Daniels does.
Yeah, I will agree to disagree there. I think Jayden's just a better quarterback. Now he's got to stay healthy, but I mean,
really. So if you had to pick one right now, you had one guy to pick, you'd pick Jayden over Caleb.
Oh yeah, Jayden Daniels is beast.
No, I would not.
He is a beast.
I will take that skill set on Caleb.
Much more accurate. Doesn't make as many mistakes. Like, Caleb has a stronger arm. I can't say he's more athletic because he doesn't use it. He probably is, but he doesn't use it enough.
Jayden's too small.
You know what gives it away? 226. That's how Caleb Williams. He's 226. At least that's what he's listed as.
Yeah,
that's why he doesn't strike me as Kyler Murray. Because he's a big dude. But Jayden's got to be
What's Jayden weigh? $190?
Yeah, but he's got to be 6'3", 6'4". So it's different, obviously different frames. But I mean, if people forget how good Jayden was as a rookie because he got hurt last year. Like, I'll tell you what. So there's 4 years. Jayden's rookie season was a hell of a lot better than Caleb's second season.
Well, that's true. But I mean,
so if we're looking at the 4 season, what was the best season? The best season for the 4 was Jayden's rookie season. I don't know if Caleb Williams will ever reach that level of play because I don't think he's as smart as a quarterback, to be perfectly blunt. Jayden Daniels has a feel for the position with all the athleticism. Now, he's got to stay healthy. I don't know what that bullshit about his number at LSU. Like, if he's worried about that shit, I don't know where it's coming from. I'm worried about certain things. But from a physical gift standpoint, if he keeps his head on straight and stays healthy, which is a big if, and they list him at 210. You know why? Because he is 6'4". So he looks skinnier, but he's tall. So that helps him. Won the Heisman, of course. Was a better college player. It's one of those things where, Caleb Williams, from the day he stepped into Oklahoma, top prospect, everybody. Then he left Oklahoma with Lincoln Riley, that fraud. And they were going to turn around SC. The glory days of SC, they didn't turn around SC. And I remember because it was the big Notre Dame USC game. And that game, and I admitted it on the air. I said that game skewed my entire thinking on Caleb Williams because they completely shut him down. And it was ugly. And I'm like, Notre Dame's generally a really good defense, but probably overrated because of the school and the high profile nature of the school. They're always thought to be a little bit better than they really are. Marcus Freeman's kind of turned that around because they are really good now, but they can play. It just turned me off. I was like, I can't. Sort of like the same shit with McCarthy. I'm like,
yeah,
all right,
but come on.
You're telling me
Caleb Williams is not McCarthy from a
not from a but it's a similar thing. You're telling me this guy is so great, and you can't muster anything. Nobody shut Jayden Daniels down on the way to the Heisman. You have good games, bad games, but you don't have thinkers like that.
Yeah, I mean, you could use a similar thing. Caleb didn't turn USC around. I mean, Jayden lost 4 games at LSU. I mean, that's That's like a freaking losing record in the SEC. I mean, I get it. He had a Heisman year. He had a good individual year, but he didn't do much with that team either. Now it's funny though. Now he's acting like he's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was like 15-0. Had the greatest
I got a problem.
in the history of the world.
I got a problem with that too. But, and he went to Arizona State before he even got to LSU. So, he was a transfer guy. So Caleb came in as
Herm Edwards, who coached him at Arizona State on the program, who was great about him.
Yeah, Caleb came in as a 5-star recruit to Oklahoma, and Oklahoma had a great quarterback at the time. Who the hell was it? He's in the NFL. Oh, Spencer Rattler, who was a great college quarterback, and they benched him for Caleb Williams, because Caleb was so hyped up. So he was supposed to be the guy. And I was like, that's kind of fucked up. But it worked out for him. And then he left. Shouldn't have left, but he left. And SC has never been anything under Lincoln Riley. But other than, they're a good team, but not a great team.
Yeah, that's close. I'm a Caleb guy. I like Caleb Williams. I mean, he's got to improve, obviously, the completion percentage and stuff. I think he was in the 50s last year.
That's the thing. If you look at Jayden was 72 in his last year at LSU, 68 in his first year at LSU. Completion percentage. As just a pure thrower of the football, he's more like, he's more like Lamar, which is ironic because Lamar was the knock on Lamar coming in was he was not accurate, which was everybody fucked that up. But he is tremendously accurate, Jayden Daniels, especially for a young quarterback. Caleb Williams sprays it all over the place. That bothers me. Even last year. But the gifts are. You can't. Yeah,
he's got that trait like where 3 quarterbacks in the world can make some of the throws he makes.
That when he rolls right and just throws the bullet down the side, like I don't even think there's 2 or 3 who can make that throw. That's like Favre and Rodgers in their primes throws. Yeah. But I mean, he completed 60. I'm looking it up. 62.5 as a rookie. Yeah. Last year, 58 with Ben Johnson. Like, I got a problem with that. He's like, if you're watering your shrubs, he's the spray on the hose.
Yeah, you put it on the setting that it goes all over the place. Yeah. John, who you think are the best quarterbacks right now under 25? Let's real quick. There's only
the under 25. Well, first of all, you got to tell me who's under 25.
Are in the conversation. Drake Maye, Jayden Daniels, Caleb Williams. I think CJ Stroud's under 25. Bo Nix, and I think that's it.
So what do we got? Drake Maye,
Jayden, Caleb, CJ, and Bo Nix.
Well, that group, I go.
I guess you could put Jackson Dart in there.
I go Jayden 1, Drake 2, Caleb 3, Bo Nix 4, and who was CJ Stroud? Yeah, CJ had a bad year, man. He's still better than Bo Nix. I'll go CJ 4. I'll go CJ 4, Bo Nix. I'm not a Bo Nix guy, I admit it.
I'm not either, but
isn't Bo Nix 27 before he got drafted? He was in college for 47 years.
But that might be wrong. Bo Nix age. He's 26. All right, so he's outside our bubble. He's outside.
He's only played freaking 2 years, and he's outside.
Come on, Google AI. Google AI. Put him on my list.
You got to be careful with Google AI because they get a lot of shit wrong.
Yeah, Google AI is not very accurate. It's kind of bullshit. The other ones are pretty good. But all right, good stuff. All right, I like Caleb. I'd probably go. Well, I don't know why I'm struggling with Jayden Daniels, John. I just don't think he's gonna have a long career.
Well, you're Eagles up, man, because he's in the division.
No, it's not. People get mad at me in this channel all the time because I think Dak Prescott's a good quarterback.
He took that garbage team to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, but it's a flash in the pan. Like I want to see it more consistently. I guess he got hurt, so it's hard to tell. But I don't know. I'm also slanted because of all the things that roster, that team and organization could have done after a rookie performance like that. I literally thought they made every wrong move. I'm like, what are you doing? They're building the oldest roster in football after your rookie quarterback does that. It was a horrible, and then it
I
didn't work out
agree,
well.
but that's not his fault.
No, but it's going to impact how he plays and how long his career is in the NFL.
Well, I mean, I think it's fair to wonder if he can hold up from a physical perspective because of what went on last year. I think that's very fair. But when he's on and he's healthy, that dude can play. There's no question. Now you got to get healthy and you got to be healthy. But he's a pain in the ass to deal with. You talk about modern quarterbacks, he is a pain in the ass to deal with.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I know Drake and Caleb are probably my favorite too, and then I'd go Jayden and then CJ probably. But all right, good stuff. Appreciate everybody for being here today. We'll keep rolling here with the.
By the way, one last thing before you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm looking it up because I do think one of my biggest problems, well, accuracy is number one. The second biggest problem I have with Caleb is he doesn't use his athleticism like he should. And he has this great running ability and doesn't run. He didn't have one rushing touchdown as a rookie. I know that was a narrative. And he did have 3 last year, but he ended up with 388 rushing yards. And his rookie season, people forget, Jayden Daniels threw for 3,600 yards, and he had the 100 passer rating, 69% as an NFL rookie, the accuracy. He ran for 891 yards on top of that. Like, he's the modern template if you can keep him healthy. He's the closest thing to Lamar since Lamar. But I mean, people hate Lamar because he hasn't won a Super Bowl.
I don't know. I don't really have a problem with him having athletic ability but not running all the time, because then you just significantly hinder your shelf life. Like I think Jalen Hurts has done a great job at running the football and protecting himself, but most quarterbacks, they don't do that well. Jalen does it well. Jalen protects himself well, and
I'm a big take advantage of the shelf life guy. I'm not worried about 10 years. I'm worried about taking advantage of the shelf life. And I want, like in his prime, like when he was winning MVPs, Lamar threw for 36 touchdowns and had 1,200 yards rushing. And then he threw for 3,700 yards and had 800 rushing. And this has been going on for 7 years. Like, what more do you want? Now, they haven't won the Super Bowl. He should have won 3 MVPs. He's only got 2. He got robbed of the one because of Diana Rossini. I'm joking. He should have won 3. He only has 2. I mean, I'm about taking advantage of the shelf life. I'm not going to say, I want to keep this guy for 10 years, so don't run.
Yeah.
If you can run for 1,200 yards.
Better in the pocket. That's where I like Ben Johnson with Caleb. I think he's going to make him, proficient from the pocket more so, and that's going to help him have a better career.
His completion percentage went down with Ben Johnson.
Well, that's because, it's like you put him in this tougher offense. It goes down, hopefully short term, and then long term he gets better at it. I don't know. I mean,
I'll tell you what, it's going to go up from 58 because it pretty much has to do in the modern NFL. If you're a quarterback at 58, that is brutal.
Yeah, it is. Well, they beat our ass in Philadelphia last year, the Bears.
They did. But I'd give that offensive line the more credit.
Drew Dahlman. I think that's their biggest issue this year. That guy retired. That dude had a great day. Yeah. Darnell Wright that they just gave big.
I call that the Darnell Wright game. There's always
and that's who they selected one spot after Jalen Carter. So both of those picks have seemed to work out. All right, good stuff there. We're going to keep